Okay, so what we're going to do in this one is just go through our Python course, right? What we're doing is just let's see. Okay, so we're going to go through how to open read files, JSON, all that kind of stuff. Very cool stuff. So I have this Python level 2 course and it's part of my school community. You can go to my channel and just check the description and all that, and it'll all be there. So it's just going to be a notebook, and I've prepared this here for you. It's called Files. Yeah, so this is in VS Code, and we've already set up our Python environment here. Everything's good. Now, to get Jupyter installed, so you need Jupyter to run this, you just go to the terminal, and you can just go pip install Jupyter. But I like UV. I prefer UV. So it's UV add, and then you just go I'm terrible at spelling, Jupyter. And then that's what you do, right? And then you can use, and then you go to the VS Code extensions and get Jupyter set up. And then you can run this, just go shift enter every time you want to run a cell. So really, really simple stuff, no problem. So we're gonna practice opening a file. So this is the code here. And this is the code right here. Really, really simple stuff. So we're gonna look at what file we're gonna open. We're gonna open the example.txt file. So if you don't know where the file is, you just go Control P, search for it, example. Yep, there we are. So this is what the example file is, and I just wrote this. This is the example text. This is the second line. Trader is the best place to learn trading. Okay, awesome. That's great. Now, let's run the cell. We can either hit this play button or shift enter that guy. And that's us just reading the whole file. So I guess either you're live or, you take a screenshot of this, or you'll be watching the replay later. Just pause the video, try just write out the code with me in a Jupyter notebook or some Python module or script or whatever. No stress there. Okay, now let's read this line by line. So we're going to read the same file, but yeah, same thing. We're just going to read it line by line. And so the difference here was we went file.read, and here we're iterating through the file, right? And strip. So that's just going to take out. So actually, let's just check out what it does. So the docs say it's going to remove all the leading and trailing white spaces. So easy enough there. Okay, now let's consider writing to a file. So I was practicing before, and I've got this output text here, this output.txt text, and it's just that. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to delete this, right? So yes, move to the trash, put it in the trash. Yeah, and so I'm going to write this output.txt file. Now, this with, right, is just automatically going to close the file. So here we've got open as file, and this R stands for just read, right? Now, if we look at, so this is the sort of basic pattern here. How to do it. Now with is you can write it like this, but you're going to have to go file.close, but with automatically just closes it. And you've got different modes of how to open files, right? So you've got read, write, append, read and write, and the binary mode. So you can go WB or read bytes, right? So let's go back to just reading this regular file. So we're gonna open it, and we're just gonna so it'll make a file, and then we're just going to append hello world in the second line. And then this \n, essentially what that is you are just saying new line. Just make a new line. Okay, let's do it. Let's go for it. Cool. And we have written the file. If you saw that there, come up, and we have this now. Okay, cool. Moving on. Let's go. So what we're going to do now is just do the same thing, but have the append character there, and this will add the third line to the file. Yep, and it worked. Let's check if it worked. So yeah, and it's added that third line there. Awesome, that's great. Okay, now we're going to work with some JSON. So JSON, you can think about it as just like dictionaries stored in files, right? So we've got a dictionary here, and we're just going to save that as a just a file, and it's called JSON. So JSON is actually very common when you're interacting with crypto exchanges. So this whole channel is about trading and, you know, interacting with exchanges and stuff like that. And when you go look at the documentation, everything is just going to be communicated over JSON. So you got to be comfortable writing some JSON code. Yeah. So obviously, you know, with a dictionary, you've got a key and you've got a value, and you've got the key and, you know, you've got the value there. So it's really easy. You just, to write things to JSON, you just use JSON, the JSON library here, json.dump. And so you open this file here and you pass in the data and then the file, and that should write that there. So let's see where our JSON, what do we call the JSON file? We call it data.json. So that would be somewhere over here. I don't know. I can't find it. So I'm just going to go data.json and have a look at that file. So that's what that looks like. That's awesome. That's amazing. So that's writing to a JSON file. And here we have reading from a JSON file. And what we're going to do is we're going to read it. So we use the load. And then we're just going to print out the name, which should be Alice. So let's run it. We can run it like that, and gave us this little tick. All good. Great. Now, what about here? What are we doing right here? So what about if we're trying to open a file and the file is not found? So we can just wrap a little try except thing around this, and just we say, okay, what do we want to accept? We want to accept the file not found error. And so obviously I haven't made this file. It'll just print this here. So we'll run it. Yep. And then that's what we get. So just really quick one. Okay, cool. So some little tips. So yeah, always use with open as to auto close the file. So if we remember, we went all the way back here, we said we could do it like this, right? But you have to just close the file at the end of the program. Yeah, so with just automatically closes it for you when the thing is done. Strip just removes all the white space, you know, at the start and the end. And remember, so this is a little bit of complex thing here. So when you're working with binary data here, like images, or maybe you're working with like high frequency trading data and you're storing it as bytes, you want to use write bytes and read bytes. That's quite complex. Maybe I'll do that in a second video. Okay, I'm going to end the stream here, guys. So now, if you like this, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to teach you all about quant trading, all that. And I also have a school community. Check my, my bio and all that. Links are all there. We teach you how to build trading systems, get up and running with quant trading. So if you've enjoyed it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.